Okay, you guys, what is up? The King of Lightning is here today. Magi, the Labyrinth of Magic, chapter 237 review. Now, a few things before I get started. First of all, if you're wondering why I'm sweaty, I just came back from an afternoon run. That's right, I'm doing 2 cardio workouts, well, not a day, but on the weekends. Because I have the time, and I want to lose weight. So you gotta do what you gotta do. That's the way it is. That's number one. Number two is that when it comes to this review, I suppose I'm kind of, sort of, ish, maybe tardy. I don't know. Now, granted, the other chapter hasn't come out yet, but let me be honest here. This chapter, I kind of didn't want to review because, to me, it was disappointing and it was just sad. And the reason why I say that is, and granted, like, there is a cool part in there, the fucking red lions. Yo, like, when Ugo's like, the red lions were so powerful. Like, they couldn't be altered by his theorem. No. Like, they refused. They would, no, we are the red fucking lions. We are the stay, nigga. What? Like, that was cool. That was cool. But it was all words. It was just all text. And there was no, like, we just see, like, the image of the red lions that we've seen before, but that's it. Like, we didn't get to see, like, the Red Lions actually, like, go to the continent. We've never seen the Red Lions talk, period. This is my biggest gripe with the end of this arc. Because the end of the arc is hectic and it's chaotic, and there should have been a lot more order and a lot more detail when it came to finalizing what is the Alma Torran arc. But then again, of course, people, not just the Japanese, but some of you guys too. You guys are like, yo, fuck this arc. I want to move on. I want to go and see Morgiana and her legs. I love them legs. Yeah. Like, someone, yo, Bushido Spirit, calm the fuck down, dog. Calm the fuck down. People want to see Alibaba Solution. And I understand that. I understand that. But still, it's... Look. Listen. And no. I'm not mad, all right? I mean, granted, I'm a dynamic animated dude, but, well, for the most part, not all the time. But whatever, that's not a topic of today. The point here is that it just sucks. Because there's so much that we could have done. And, or I should say, there's so much that the story could have displayed for us, the readers, and we're not getting it. For example, the chapter starts off with the new world already created. Oh, come on. Oh, I mean, the way it starts off, and given the context of Ugo's words, it sounds more or less like the world, the new world was already there, as opposed to Ugo creating it. At least that's the way it sounds. We didn't get to see Ugo access another dimension and then make the formula for creating the world, almost like the beginning of the Bible. And I would have really liked to see that, but no. Not only that, but when it comes to the reintroduction of Alphamin, nothing. They just hop in. Like, oh, after 1,000 years of prosperity, Alphamin returned to the world once again to spread the Dark Rook and manifest El-Ila. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? I would have liked to have seen something with that. Like, you have people, like, let me give you, like, a story, or, like, what I pictured, or what I thought would have gone down had not this arc have been so hectic towards the end of the arc itself. I would have pictured, like, let's say you have regular people walking and down, like, and they're going to the riverside, and all of a sudden, like, the air cracks, and, like, there's a fucking hand that comes out, and, like, we see Arbor, or some shit like that. You know, something like that. That's what I was hoping for. But now we don't, I mean, according to what was said in the text, it was more or less their consciousness that was able to seep through the other dimension that Solomon sealed them in, And now they're in the new world to, again, they're doing what they're doing right now. They're making Black Rook, or they're creating Black Rook, and they're creating war and poverty and all types of stuff like that. And they're trying to bring back Eli through a medium and so on and so forth. But I really would have liked to see something in greater detail when it pertained to that as well. So, like, I'm reading the chapter and I'm like, fuck, because like you can really tell that she's just wrapping it up because people just want it to end. And to me, I think it sucks. I think it sucks. Massive horse dick. Giant chodes. Chodes. Fuck. Alright. I mean, I know... I don't know what... I'm stumbling on my word. I don't know what else to tell you, alright? I just don't. Because aside from the fact that this arc is over, you have Aladdin, and then you have Ugo, like they have their first meeting, and then, you know, how Aladdin, pretty much after 1,000 years, and things are going awry, and then you have, obviously, Alphaman take care of, or not take care, but they take over the... They get a Magi of their own. End of story. They get a Magi of their own, and obviously they need the Magi so they can have a greater chance of bringing down Alpha someone who is infused with his will and his Rook, not the Rook of Solomon, the arrogant one, the arrogant king, the arrogant god, Solomon. So, and then Aladdin hops in there because he has to be there now because Alpha being back after 1,000 years is a dire situation, duh. And Ugo can no longer... I mean, that's also something that I want to see as well. How did Ugo make himself into a djinn? Oh, of course, we don't get to see... the more I think about it, the more irritated I get. Alright? I'm slowly going from sad and depressed to irritated. So, let me just stop now. Let me just stop now because it's really starting to just grind my gears, okay? So, the chapter had the potential to be yo. But in actuality, I think it's subpar. Yeah. I think it's a subpar chapter. So, that's it. The Alma Torran arc is over. I mean, I would like to see something along... Rewind. I would have liked to have seen something also pertaining to the djinn, and... Because remember how... I forgot what his name is. The djinn that... Zagan, right, him. How, over the course of time, I think he made, like... these weird subhumans. And he did it because he was bored. So, or something like that. Like, either he wanted to mess with humans, or he was bored, or, again, something on those lines. But the point here is that how the djinns initially felt... I mean, they were okay with it, but, like, over the course of time, how they, like, did their feelings change? Because Zagans did to a certain degree, obviously. And also, it would be really cool to see Baal and Sinbad. That would have been cool if we were to bring in something from the side story. That would have been epic, but no. Potential wasted. That's all I'm seeing. So I'm done. I will see you guys later. King of Lightning, rate the video, comment, subscribe. I think chapter's subpar. And I guess we're back in main story. So after this, I have no real complaints. But I'm hoping that maybe in the future, since like the Red Lions and maybe the Origin Dragon's there, because according to Ugo said, the Origin Dragon is probably somewhere on the continent in the southernmost part of the New World. They may have a role in all of this later on. Because if Eli comes down again, it's not just the regular folk that are fucked. It's also the Red Lions and the Origin Dragon, if she's still around, or her child, whatever. So, again, that is something I think we should also look forward to in the future. That may happen. I'm not saying it is, but it may happen. But I'm done. I'm done. The whole thing about how, over the course of time, because Solomon's Rook... Yes, I'm not done, but over the course of time, how Solomon's Rook pretty much changed every sentient being into the same form. they gain the same language with the exception of those who were originally born in Alma Torran, and their descendants are the Torran tribe, and they retain the language of Alma Torran. Stuff like that. So it was interesting. It was all fascinating, but the way it was done, that to me I find the most discouraging, the most depressing. So that's it. I will see you guys later. King of Lightning, rate the video, comment, subscribe. Peace. Have a nice day.